Hello, my name is Lewis and welcome to Gathering the Magic, and today we're looking at the top 10 things you didn't know about Magic the Gathering. And starting off the list, we're looking at quantity, and including the upcoming 285 cards in Kaldheim soon to be released, there has been 24,765 cards released in Magic the Gathering's history. If you do the maths over 27 years of Magic, that's 917 cards on average being turned out a year. Even though a little chunk of these would still be reprints, it is an incredible amount of cards being turned over per year, but we'll talk more on those cheeky reprints later on in the video. Now before we get to number 9, make sure you like this video and smash that subscribe button to see all things MTG. And also check out our link tree in the description that has all of our social media and affiliate links. Next up we have the number 107. That is 107 sets over Magic's 27-year history. Since 1993, there has been the core sets, beginning with Alpha in 1993 and being released on a nearly yearly schedule up to the June 2020 release of Core Set 2021. December 1993 also started the expansion sets that churns out roughly 3 to 4 sets a year. Starting with Arabian Nights in 1993, it released various sets through the next few years, such as Legends, Ice Age and Alliances. Starting with Mirage in 1996, they started cycling of sets, usually 2 or 3 at a time, that had a distinct theme throughout. This cycle method ended in 2018 with Ixalan being the last cycle set, and then since then going back to regular, non-synced themes. With Innistrad Wolves and Vampires being released in late 2021, will we soon be going back to seeing sets released as a cycle? Only time will tell. Taking a giant leap for the next fact, we have the most reprinted card in Magic, Giant Growth. Counting core, expansion, dual decks and other various Magic releases, Giant Growth has been reprinted a whopping 44 different times. A 1 green mana instant that gives a creature +3/+3 has been an MTG staple since the days of Alpha, being reprinted in virtually every set for its first 10 years. Although it has recently been reprinted in Mystery Booster, it has seen its reprinting quantity diminish in recent years, instead Titanic Growth taking its place in the yearly core sets. 44 reprints for Giant Growth and only 1 printing so far for Prickly Marmoset? Outrageous! Next up we're looking at abilities, and there has been an astounding 139 different keyword abilities since Magic's inception. 17 of these being those evergreen abilities that can be seen and used in almost any sets and are among the most common in the game, such as Death Touch, Flying, Lifelink, Vigilance and many more. And as for the rest, most sets tend to introduce 1 new mechanic per set, some that have only been used in that solo set and some that have been used in several. Recent examples of these would be Mutate in Ikoria, Companion that was used in Throne of Eldraine, and Escape that was introduced in Theros Beyond Death. I'm very interested to see the 2 mechanics that are set to be introduced in Kaldheim, Boast and Foretell. Next up on the list we're looking at the number 4 and the Magic the Gathering logo. Since the creation of Magic the Gathering, there has been 4 separate iterations of the Magic logo. Starting from 1993 until 1999, we had the original logo, the only version with a blue logo, and the version that can be seen on the back of every MTG playing card to this day. Then starting in 1999, it had its first rebrand that lasted all the way to 2015, and here we can see it's the orange sort of yellow version of the logo, with the only change to this being a slight colour change from that blue to yellow in the inner colour. It received its 3rd change in 2015, which lasted all the way up to 2018, with this being a very sleek but small change. The orange colour was modernised, with the colours looking a lot more sleek and edging away from the faded kind of design look. The 4th and most current logo is the one that's seen on screen now, and in my opinion it is my favourite one to date. Again, a very sleek and modern look, with the Magic symbol now being fitted in, as well as a cool looking font. Speaking of font, yes, next on the list is that Magic actually has its very own font, and that font is called Bellerin, seemingly named after the legendary planeswalker and member of the Gatewatch, Jace Bellerin. Officially created in 2015 by Dell Fonts, we can see here some early prototypes for the font. Previously, Mark Rosewater had stated that Magic had been using the Matrix Bold font, which is very resemblant to the Bellerin font of today. Now we see the Bellerin font not only on the trading cards themselves, but also on Magic apps, MTG Arena, and absolutely everything else in between. If only there was an Oko font. The next fact on this list is all about the trading card game. Not the game itself, but the phrase trading card game, which Wizards patented in 1994 following the hugely successful start to Magic's life. The patent was officially granted in 1997, meaning that any other companies would have to enter into a licensing agreement with WotC if they wanted to create their own trading card game, and would have to pay Wizards a royalty fee for using this collectible card game formula. By the looks of things, this was dropped as of 2014, and there is now a lifetime expiration on this patent. So get creating those trading card games to your heart's content, people. And for the next fact, we're talking about the number 2, and that is the 2 rarest cards ever printed in Magic. So rare that there is only 1 copy of each card in existence. The first one is the 1996 World Champion card, which was unsurprisingly awarded to the winner of the 1996 MTG World Champion. Interestingly, they did print out a whole sheet of this card, but all of the copies were ripped up and destroyed in celebration to the winner of the championships, Tom Champeng, who is still said to have this card safely locked up in his home. The other super rare card on this list is Shikifujin Dragon. This card was specially made to commemorate the opening of the DCI Tournament Center in Japan. The card was named after the 7 deities of good fortune in Japanese mythology, and the card was intended to be symbolic as it was supposed to bring good luck to the DCI Tournament Center. A ridiculous creature with a very unique ability, and I'd love to know who has their hands on this card as of 2021. Runner up on this list, and we're talking all about the Birds of Paradise. You may see the original art for Birds of Paradise and think, that looks very familiar to another art out there. And you'd be correct, as it's the same island by Mark Poole. The art was originally commissioned to be the very first tropical island, but because the bird in front drew so much attention away from the island, Richard Garfield specially created a new card around this bird, and Birds of Paradise was born. A lovely mistake that has actually ended up seeing Birds of Paradise have over 25 different printing runs, making it one of the most reprinted cards of all time. What a happy little accident. And coming in top of our list is all about those juicy world records. Perhaps the most incredible being that Magic the Gathering currently holds the world record for world's largest trading card game tournament. MTG broke the record with a ridiculous 7,551 person tournament in 2015 in Las Vegas. Now the question I want to know is, did Wizards get this award? Did everyone who attended get an award? I want to know, because if there's another record breaking attempt in the future, you bet I want to stick my head in and get one of those records myself. Now this previously broke the record 4,364 person Yu-Gi-Oh tournament held in 2012, and this surely is a record that will possibly never be broken again. There we have it, that is the list. Thank you for watching, and make sure you like this video, and please do hit that subscribe button for booster box openings, top 10 lists and everything else MTG. Check out the link tree in the description for all of our social media and affiliate links. For now though, I'm all tapped out, so I'll see you in the next video.